Good. Good. Guys, it's a good day today. We're working on the final parts of Permafrost, and we're at the point now where we're just going to clean up animations of things like the spire falling. We're going to clean up the interiors of the vehicle spawners and make them look good. We're going to be doing all kinds of really cool stuff. It's going to look phenomenal. I'm genuinely excited because we're finally at the stage where it's just like, make everything look good. I'm excited, dude. I cannot wait to get this mod done and out. It's actually going to be fantastic. We're going to run a bunch of playtests. We're going to balance stuff. We're going to get a ton of great footage of the mod. It's going to be so sick. Gyarados! Thank you for the 2. Appreciate it.
Great, it's Drake. The guy who steals RJ's content.
Yeah, what can I say? Alright. This rejected shotgun guy, he makes great content. What can I do except steal it? Steal his peak, immaculate, top-tier content. I'm just evil. we'll get started here in 1 sec. I was about to skip over to the main scene, but the song is such a banger that I just, like, don't want to. It's actually too good. Alright, okay. Okay, that's enough. That's enough! Let's get started, guys. Hello! Welcome back! It's a pleasure to have you. I missed you. And you're here, so I don't miss you anymore. I hope you guys have been having a nice day. Yesterday was a day off for me. I was working on some other projects, and it just cut into stream time, so no stream. But we're back today with some pretty awesome stuff. Now, yesterday, and I can't show you fully while it's on with all the cool effects that it has, but yesterday, we made this absolute banger of a teleporter for vehicles. This is a piece of cut content from Reach right here, from a Halo Reach Alpha build, actually. We're going to pretty it up, make it look even better today. But originally, this was a really cool-looking vehicle lift that Bungie was working on for Halo Reach, and I don't know why, but it never made it into the game. It's got cool plasma effects that kind of like come out of each of these things. We turned it into a giant teleporter, and I think it works great for that. So, pretty sick. Do you want new textures for the Strato Sentinel? Sure. Does it use the same UVs? I'd be down. Same UVs? Hell yeah, dude. Anyway, though, before that, we're gonna try working on this. What we did in the last stream was not only did we add these teleporters to each base, Blue Team also has one over here, which looks pretty slick. We've got the receiver node for it all the way over here, and even though we don't have a visual little King of the Hill point set up for it to imply to players that it's capturable, it is in fact capturable. So what I want to do is I want to pop open tag test so that we can just show this, because it's really cool. And I'll show you guys how it works, and then after we get that done, I think we're going to start working on the Halo Wars bases and actually making these look good and consistent with their interiors, so we don't have any of, you know, this going on here. All of this is kind of ugly, and we've been keeping this like pretty ugly looking visual for the inside of this one as well as the inside of this one for quite a while now, and I think it goes without saying that we're pretty overdue for making this thing look good. So that's the plan today. Make these look fantastic, make these teleporters work. I'd like to get a cool King of the Hill type capture system set up rather than just walking near it, getting no feedback, and then 10 seconds later, you capture it for your team. The cool part about this is, too, the system that I did for capturing this teleporter is super dynamic, and it completely allows for players to just capture this infinitely and steal it from the other team at any time. So that's pretty slick, not gonna lie. Alright. Let's show the teleporter in action real quick. Boom. Spook job. Ooh. Got a little scared there, huh? A little face appeared on your screen. Alright, I'm going to load up the map. We're going to do... I'm going to load it up and capture the flag so we get teams rolling. And we're just going to load up Permafrost. Alright, sick. What are your thoughts on Halo Campaign Evolved? Did your opinion change? Do I feel even more strongly about it? No, my opinion's basically stayed the same. You know, new content creators now, they have access. I don't, but other content creators have access to the 2 missions on Campaign Evolved, and everything I've seen looks great. The Flood looked great. Everything about the game looks super good. I guess the only negative I can really say about Campaign Evolved is in comparison to the Bungie games, where each Bungie game had a perfectly cohesive art style, where every asset was handmade for the new game, whereas some of the assets in Campaign Evolved are reused. And it's not like there's never been a Halo game where assets are reused, obviously. But that is personally my only complaint, and it is admittedly a nitpick. Yes, I would like to have everything be totally custom, but everything that they're building specifically for CE is totally custom. Most assets are custom. Not all, but most. And I think that's fantastic. I think the only complaint that I really had that I didn't like was the Wraith. I noticed when the Wraith fires its mortar, normally it goes like this in the Halo games where, you know, there's two panels, and when it fires, it goes and it closes like it's squeezing out a mortar, and then it opens back up. For whatever reason, the animation in Campaign Evolved has it go out really wide and then come back. And I don't like that. It's a really subtle detail. It's kind of on par with the plasma pistol opening in the opposite direction. But I don't know, that's one of those little details where I was like, animation-wise, it just makes more sense to have the mortar kind of do this thing where it goes and like squeezes out rather than opening up. The opening up, almost from like a purely animation standpoint, feels like visually incorrect, I would say. Like just on a purely visual, purely animation standpoint, it just doesn't make sense to me. I can understand why an animator might think, oh, well, it's firing, so it goes really wide and opens up like this, but I don't like that, just because I feel from a purely, like, not even like oh, Halo, the older Halo games did it, and they're changing it up. Like, it's not even on that. It's just on a pure animation logic standpoint. It just looks a little weird. All right, the AI are going to kill me because I have to turn them off here, but as you can see here at the base, we got a teleporter that's off. Joe! 43 months of Joe the Assassin, 872. I know that guy. Thank you, man. Appreciate you coming back. RJ stole content. No wonder no press kit. That's so true. I'm just evil. All right, at the bottom corner, you probably can't see it super well, but it does say Red Team +1. So in a couple seconds here, I will have captured this for my team, and we'll see a receiver node activate. There it is. We got a beautiful looking receiver node. We have these cool anti-grav lights that kind of imply they're like holding this giant teleporter stably together, which looks super cool. The current lighting on the map is bad, so it's kind of hard to see, but there we go. Our receiver node is up and working. So obviously, since it's a receiver node, we can't use this to quickly get back to our own base. That would be cheap as hell. But for anybody at the base now, they just got a huge, huge speed buff to take their vehicles out of the base really, really quickly. And you can see now Red Team's sender node here is fully activated, which is pretty sick. Now, I can't go through it currently as a player. I may make it so that players can use these, but for now it's a vehicle-only teleporter. So if I take my Warthog out of here, woo, and I'm out just like that. Pretty slick. And anybody who uses this thing is gonna basically get a free stanchion every time. So that's pretty cool, because this thing respawns and comes back down every like 30 seconds. So if you do end up using this teleporter here, you can practically guarantee at least one person who's coming with you a stanchion. So pretty good. It's gonna rip all the assets and add it to Permafrost because it's gonna be delayed again. If I actually do want to take some of the Campaign Evolved assets and use them in mods, but if I'm gonna be modding Campaign Evolved stuff, I'm going to definitely be doing it in Reach. 100%. Reach is the engine that Campaign Evolved is running on, and I would like to continue that trend forward with any Campaign Evolved assets. I think it would be pretty awesome. Campaign Evolved is actually very moddable. They say you can go into the files and add or change the assets and sounds. Yeah, it's running on Unreal Engine. I've modded Unreal Engine games before. Compared to modding Halo, modding an Unreal Engine game is way easier. Like, so much easier. That said, we won't really know how fully moddable Campaign Evolved is going to be until we get our hands on it. That said, though, because it's all, like, because we don't understand, like, it's the Reach engine underneath and the Unreal Engine layer atop of it. We don't understand yet how mixed together those are and what that's going to mean for modding, but I think it means modding is going to be a lot easier. Hokey Pokey, thank you for 36 months! Appreciate it. Why have I wasted all this time? It's not a waste of time, okay? It's content. You're enjoying peak quality content. Thank you for 36 months, though. You just hit your 3 years. I really appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. Guh also bald. All right. We'll scrub that from the record. You never said that part. What is my favorite vehicle and weapon in Halo 3? Vehicle, probably the Pelican. I don't know if we could consider the Scarab a vehicle properly, but probably Pelican. Is Permafrost released yet? No, but we're in the final stages of it now. We're adding the final feature, which is we replaced the giant cannon that was here, and we swapped it out for a large-scale vehicle teleporter over here, which looks pretty dang good, if I do say so myself. And you can capture that. Teams can come fight over it and capture it over and over. So that's pretty fun. And the goal now is to basically finish up and clean up the mod. So the things that need cleaning up are actually really cool. Thankfully, it's good content. For one, the spire. All right, the spire itself here, the animation for it blowing up must be cleaned up. I turned on my scripts here. We have to clean up the spire destruction. In fact, I'm going to activate the spire destruction. We're going to watch this whole thing collapse really fast. That way I can show you guys specifically why it needs to be cleaned up. So we're going to run Spire Destroy Red, and we're going to run Spire Destroy Red, and the other one is Spire Dome Red. Okay, Spire Destroy Red, Spire Dome Red. Okay, so MP, Wake, Script, Spire Dome Red. Okay. So obviously you can take down the spire, and then I'm gonna cheat here, and I'm gonna do an instant destroy of the spire. So as the spire goes down, the animation for this that I made, I never quite finished it and polished it up. But as you can see, the trouble with this animation as it stands now is when I initially designed the spire collapse animation, I did not account for any of these Halo Wars type buildings being in the position that they're currently in. And while I do love how it looks, I need to completely account for this. For example, this giant spike is now going through the air factory. This giant spike is preventing any large-scale vehicles from spawning in. This one also is just clipping through nearly. I mean, this one's not the worst, but yeah, basically I just need to be a lot more careful with the way that the spire gets destroyed. And what that's basically going to amount to is me reanimating a lot of these parts, and I'm going to take the opportunity to also make the animation a lot cleaner. I think the animation does look surprisingly good, but I think it would look a lot nicer if I was just more careful and purposeful with it. Just move the buildings. I mean, I could just move the buildings, but I like their placement. They have a nice even placement around the bases. Like this one, thankfully, is fine. This one is reasonably fine. Just move them? I guess I could, but they would get into kind of awkward positions. Like, here, let's do this. We're going to run Spire Dome Blue to take down the blue team Spire here.
Alert. Blue team Spire shield is now offline.
And then we're going to run the Spire Destroy Blue as well. And you can see that one of the difficulties with this is that the Spire uses the same animation when it gets destroyed on both. However, the bases and the output of these factories are in different positions because the Spires are rotated differently. So essentially what we end up with is this vibe of, if I edit the Spire's animations to account for all of this, you can just place them side by side around the Spire facing towards the battlefield. Yeah, I don't know though. I really like the way that the bases are positioned currently. They feel really good in the orientation that they are right now. And because of that, I don't necessarily want to move them. I actually really, really like their positioning. I would get a little sad. It definitely would be easier to just move the bases. I won't lie. It definitely would be easier. I guess one downside is I'd have to move all the vehicle spawners and zones and stuff inside, but that's not the worst thing ever. Can you have more bridges in the middle of the map? No, I'm going to keep it at 3. The way that it's set up with the 3 bridges is really good for, like, splitting the map into 3 separate lanes. It's definitely the smarter decision. One of the smarter decisions I made on the map is to keep the bridges the way that they are. It'd be fine assembled in a circle around the spire. Yeah, that's true enough. I mean, at least for red base, it wouldn't be too hard to move some of this stuff around. Like if I just moved the, like the way the vehicles spawn on Blood Gulch. Yeah, bro, it makes a lot of sense. It makes it how much easier it is to just move them in scripts and redo the animation. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't even have to touch the scripts. I would literally just move the stuff around in game. Honestly, the only downside is just I kind of like where they're placed. It's not the end of the world, though. Like, at least red base would be easy. All I would do here... Well, this one's actually kind of tricky, not gonna lie. I would probably have to move, like, the vehicle pad for the dropships and Mega Mantis, like, all the way out here. As for this one, literally I would just probably move it backwards to about here. And then this one... this one's kind of tricky, actually. I would probably move it backwards a little bit. Again, the downside is when you have the base fully stood up, these are great positions for the vehicles. They really are good. Like, this is a great position overall for everything here. And I don't necessarily want to move them. I think you're overthinking it, brother. I don't know. It's good to overthink these kinds of things, because if I like the positioning of these things, I should realistically keep them where they are. It would do me a disservice to, like, move them. Like, this one, I will probably just move. This one, I'm just straight up going to move. This one, trickier. Definitely trickier. Factory main Halo Wars destroy animation as Inspire destroying. At least rotate them to face away from the Spire. I mean, they're way more convenient the way that they're set up now. If I rotate them away from, like, because right now you spawn a vehicle near the entrance, so I just hit that, and then I can hop in the vehicle. If I have it facing away, you have to, like, walk really far. It's not immediately evident to the players. Logic-wise, this works better for gameplay and for new players especially. Put them upside down. You're so right. Why didn't I think of that? Okay, let me quickly destroy the red spire again, so we can take a look at this. So spire's down. What I would want to do is... I'll just move this one. This is an easy win. I just take this, angle it out a little bit, move it back. This one doesn't even have to be touched. The airbase, I'm going to be honest, I don't even need to move the airbase. I know this thing is clipping through it, but, like, it's not affecting it in any way, so I don't even have to touch it. As for this one, I could move it back and then actually do a little edit on the animation where this thing, like, is not so high up. Maybe it falls to the floor. So just slight movements could save this. So, like, a little movement there and a little movement there, and then actually just edit that one piece in the animation. It's a little trickier on blue team. I'm just kind of planning this out, so bear with me as I just kind of talk it all out. Oh, it's an animation? Yeah, it used to be all physics. It used to be completely physics-based, but when you actually run it in a multiplayer game, it, like, totally just breaks the entire game. There's so much physics stuff happening that everyone starts lagging insanely bad, so I switched it over to an animation. So this airbase probably should be moved a little bit. Unfortunate, because I love the placement where you have the exit right here to the airbase, and then you have these little bits right here. Like, excellent placement right now. So low-key, I would probably edit the animation here just to make it a little better. This one would definitely have to move. This spire is... this thing is just completely going through the base. I would for sure have to move it. This one's fine. Don't have to do anything here. This one's cooked. I would definitely have to move this a bit. You know what's funny, though, is I think that's the exact same position for the other side, isn't it? Where it's like the double. No, because it's over there on the other side. Could you rotate the spire instead of redoing the animation? Unfortunately, I really can't. The way that I have the spires oriented is so that the giant window here is facing outward towards the map, as you can see here, and the same goes for the other side. Because I have the windows kind of oriented outward toward the map, it looks great, but it means that the animation affects things completely differently on both sides. Started making a lot of things Ultimate Forge never finished, but it's all good fun and develops my workflow. I'm glad. Yeah, I'm glad you're getting some love or getting some fun out of Ultimate Forge. I love to see it. Okay, so I think I understand what I need to do here. I don't know if I'm going to work on that one right away, but now that I've kind of like thought through the logic of this and can see the way that the destroyed spire interacts with these bases, I'm going to do a hybrid between editing the animation and moving the bases around, because editing the animation alone just isn't going to be enough. but I do think it works great here. So we'll get to that. The first thing we're going to tackle today is doing the interior of the heavy vehicle spawn factory. I love this thing. It's probably my favorite looking of all the bases. I think it just looks so cool. Very, very like classic Halo. So what we're going to do is clean up the interior. Right now the interior does not look good. And my thought is I'm going to basically rebuild the entire interior here, and we're going to use Halo Reach Covenant textures to do it. Because the outside is already based on the Halo Reach textures, this should just flawlessly work. Okay, bro. Anyway, it should just flawlessly work and be no problem at all. So I'm going to just open it up in Blender, and we're just going to start chopping this thing into little bits. Ultimate Forge deletes everything in the Forge map every interval. What? If it's doing that, if you build a map and Ultimate Forge and stuff starts disappearing, that's literally just too many things placed down. You're overloading Halo 3's engine. Sadly, I wish that did not happen. It makes me very sad and I cry. All right, I gotta open up my project folders in the background really quickly, so bear with me for a moment here. Halo Wars assets are under... Found it. Halo Wars assets, and I believe Heavy Factory is... Yeah, here it is. Okay, so here's our really cool Covenant Factory. Lovely. We have our little shield that I modeled. We have the scale reference of our vehicles in here. I will keep them temporarily, but I'll hide them for now. And essentially all we're going to be doing today is deleting the interior and completely rebuilding it. Now, thankfully, we don't have to do a whole lot here. It's pretty straightforward and simple. But I'm going to completely rebuild it because I think I can do it better than this little RTS never meant to be seen crap we got going on the inside. So we'll completely get rid of that. And the way I'm going to tackle this, because I don't know, I'm not going to directly edit these vertices. I'm going to do this, 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 this. All right, perfect. And I'm going to duplicate these and separate them out. That's going to give us a completely new model right here, which looks like this. And I'm going to connect all of them together, so we can get the exact edges exactly as they appear. And this is going to be an extremely useful starting point for us. Map is overloaded and you do an optimization pass. Yeah, if you have... the easiest way to optimize is to remove any liches, mammoths, or scarabs. Those guys are super, super rough when it comes to doing, like, anything for optimization. That's brutal. I wish I could have optimized them more, but it was just, it do be how it is, and it be that way when it does. Alright, I'm going to look in-game at this, because the textures are really interesting. I think it's fine if I kind of just arbitrarily have the interior shape of this wall around here. I'm definitely going to close it up around the circular area, rather than like leaving this big open hole here. And I'm definitely going to close it all the way down there. I think it could be kind of fun to just like... Yeah, I think I know how to do it. I think I see how I'm going to do it. Do I have textures in here? We do. I just got to hide that. Okay, perfect. So here's how we're going to do it. I'm going to mirror this whole thing, which means we're going to get rid of this left side here. And I'm going to go here in Blender. We're going to just super simple mirror modifier. Awesome. Which means that anything I do on one side, we're going to see reflected immediately on the other side. So we're just going to build up a basic wall structure to begin with. For that, I'm going to do this. Just kind of... Is that really where... Oh, I see. Yeah, it is. Okay. So to construct this wall here, we'll get a little creative with it. Need to make sure that it's not clipping through the actual wall. So we'll start building up some face geometry here. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Do that. A little bit there. Looks good. And from here we can build some pretty nice interior walls. For the roof, I think what I'll do is just kind of move it out on the x-axis like that. We'll connect this up. I'll get a little creative with the curvature and stuff here. Try to make it look as good as I can. Pull it out like that, maybe up a little more. And it'll start speeding up this whole process as soon as I get the majority of these shapes of this first row here done. After this, it'll be a pretty straightforward experience. Okay, so now that we have the base interior like that, livestream new Halo gameplay. Oh, I didn't get access. No, I keep to myself far too much for that, unfortunately. I would have loved to have had access, but I don't really keep in contact with Halo Studios in any way, shape, or form. That's on me, though. ADHD makes me just not talk to people or reach out for any reason at all. It's a shame. Alright, then we're going to do this, where we're going to push it out on the x-axis. And I'm actually going to pull this down and out a little, like that. We're going to use this to connect these pieces together. And I'm going to expand the ceiling here quite a bit. In fact, I think I could actually expand the ceiling on this part a lot too, now that I think about it. Just have this whole curvy shape going here. I think this will work really good. Can make the roof in here pretty damn tall. I think it would be a good idea to have this be kind of this large interior space. We'll probably smooth it out after this part, but yeah, I think this will be good. All right, let's grab all these. Go ahead and extrude out. Get a nice little curvy shape to it. Looks good. I think what I'll do is I will start to like gradually slope this in, because I don't necessarily want to imply that this area is like infinitely large. There's obviously a there's obviously something that's supposed to be in the top here that's kind of like energized and energetic looking. So I don't want to necessarily make it like super tall in here. Confirmed new Sergeant Johnson voice actor. Lying to follow NDA. What are you talking about? What's happening with the Sergeant Johnson voice actor? Is there some Halo news that people are inevitably going to start screaming and shitting the bed about? You know what? I asked that question, and upon reflection, I realized I actually don't want to know the answer. Stop gaslighting us. We know you're not playing Sergeant Johnson. You have no evidence of that, okay? There's no proof. You don't know. It's baseless allegations. Ooh, this is starting to look good. This is a much nicer, smoother, and cleaner interior than what we had before. Alright, this is where it's going to get a little tricky because I don't necessarily want to make this a super detailed area. However, I definitely want to curve it in a fairly nice way. Let me see texture-wise, how are we looking here? Not terrible. Let me grab this whole line. See if I can move it, like, out a bit. Not too much, it seems. What about here? Not too much here either. I'll try to maintain it, like, roughly within this circle. I think that should be good. Yeah. Okay, and then I'll build out the rest of this shape real quick. Kind of like that. I'm going to start straightening out these edges. That way, once I start piecing them together, They can kind of have like a straight endpoint to them. And then bring that one in a little, still a little curved, but then we get to this point here. And then lastly, we bring it all here. We're going to do scale Y0 to flatten it out. And then just get it to have a nice, like, mirror merge right there, if we can. I'll set my merge to, like, 1 meter, because we're at, like, an insanely large scale. But that looks pretty good. Shape-wise, this is a pretty slick interior. Let's finish up the roof real quick. Saw the thumbnail, rejected repurposing the cut Covenant vehicle pad as a teleporter. I am, in fact. And it works. Here, there's the receiver node. You can see the little vehicle pad thingies. Honestly, add a lot to the teleporter overall. It's a giant vehicle teleporter now. The sender node is currently captured for red teams, so if we go into over here, you can see it. Hey, what up, Control? Good to see you, man. Yeah, there's the sender node over there. Oh god, the glassing beam is coming. Yeah, there's the sender node. Looks kind of good. I think this thing does work excellently as a teleporter. The triangular shape that it has is just so perfect for being a teleporter. I need to make the map lighting a bit better and less flat. That way you can actually see the teleporter. I'll probably be working on map lighting off stream just because it's such a time-intensive task of just sitting there and doing absolutely nothing. I think on my PC for the next couple nights, I'll very likely be just running different light experiments to see how the map looks.
Now at power level 2.
Anyway, back to finishing up our interior because we are getting there. I'm gonna go ahead and just start closing up some of these shapes, I think. Okay, we're getting there. Thinking I do a quad there. Apology is not my specialty, so I'm gonna have to apologize to you guys ahead of time on this one. But it's looking decent. So we can kind of get that there. Bring it up. Close this bit with a triangle here as well, kind of offsetting the triangles. And then I think what I'll do is drag these points out into a single triangle here. Like that. Take our last quad there. And then make a single triangle to clean it off, or finish it off there. Well, it's not the prettiest thing I've ever done, but it works. Definitely works. Now if we take this shape, shade it smooth. Excuse me. I think it looks pretty fun. We do need to decide, because I'm probably going to put a ceiling texture on here somewhere. Oh, I see what's going on. Yeah, anyway, we need to decide, since I'm going to put a ceiling texture on here, where the ceiling starts and stops, and then kind of build the topology around that, I want to say. Because I'm thinking for the ceiling, it might be wise to have it be, like, from here up. And if that's the case, I'll probably add, like, a nice little trim into here. Like that. Should be good. Thank you for the 2 or for the 5,
That
Gucci.
triangle really just puts the whole thing together. Chef's kiss.
Thank you. You're so right. It is probably one of the best triangles I've ever made. That's such a good point. Thank you. Appreciate the 5, though. Thank you for the support. Alright, so I think I understand what I'm going to do here now. Essentially, Let me undo that. Save. Save as. H3, 2. Run that bevel again like so. And then on our new thing here, we're going to do 2 materials. We're going to do Cove Factory Wall, Cove Factory Trim, and then Cove Factory Roof. Or, well, ceiling. And this will be Cove Factory Trim. Everything above the trim is going to be the ceiling. And then if we also select the trim and then invert our selection, this will be the wall. Not bad. Not bad at all. The last thing I'm going to do is just take this little trim piece and snap it in. There we go. So now we have our trim, we have our ceiling, we have our wall and everything. All we got to do now is make some quick UV maps for it. So let's do that. Do it real fast and simple. Go ahead and UV edit. We're going to do an unwrap on this one. Can I gridify it without fucking the proportions too hard? Probably not. Let's at least do this, where we do straighten UVs. Ugh. Ugh. Is the bevel level? Nope. It's kind of eh. I'm gonna try this. I'm gonna do straighten UVs, or sorry, straighten island. And then I guess I'll adjust the warping depending on how everything goes. But anyway, since we have textures from Reach that I have already gotten, God, from like all over the place actually. Let me look at my, I made a cool rampy not too long ago. It should be called, not under Halo Wars assets, it's gonna be, gosh, where did I put it? I made the old, but the vehicle spawners used to be on like this little ramp before. When players empty out their weapons to 0 ammo, pick up a weapon from the ground, does it make them A pose? I don't believe so. Where did I put you? Is it in here? Okay, not in there. Not there. Hold on, hang on, let me cook. You know what? I have a super easy way of finding this. I'll just find what I named it. The objectives, vehicle pad, medium. Easy. I'm cooking here. I'm searching, it's loading. We're getting there, guys, I swear we are. I'm dead. Alright, I have to do this the old-fashioned way. That means going all the way into my data folder under data, objects, levels, multi, huge towers, objectives, vehicle pad, medium, collision, objective vehicle pad. Bro. What do you mean it's not here? If it's not here, then where is it? Oh, found it. Alright. So here's my old vehicle pad, and the reason I wanted to open this is because this is what I'm going to use for most of the wall textures here. So this object here, which is known as Cov Vehicle Pad, has some great materials on it that I've already pre-hooked up, and I'm basically just going to take them and use them for the interior. Mostly it's going to be these trims, as well as this panel. I don't have a roof texture yet, but I might just throw this ground texture there as a placeholder for the time being. Let's see how that looks. Da-da-da-da-da. Okay, cool. We have Cov Vehicle Pad here. It's actually crazy how small this thing is in comparison to the thing that replaced it. They were super tiny and also very unimpressive. Alright, so what we're going to do for the interior here, for the wall, I'm going to put it as plate. Cov metal shell purple plate. Cool. So we got the beginnings of our wall in here. So we're going to go ahead in the UV mode. I guess we can actually see what we're working on. Cool. And I'm just going to hide the outside. I can't see anything. Oh, that didn't really help all that much. We'll look at it from the outside here. So with our pad and our texture here, I'm going to do this. We're going to rotate it. Maybe I should just gridify it. Hold on, let me gridify this. Probably shouldn't be editing the geometry to match the UVs if I'm being realistic, but what it is what it is. So I think now all I really need to do here is edit the ending plate bits here until they reasonably match everything else. So I think the most offensive case is probably going to be about here, right? No, a little more than that. We're going to pull that out. And we're going to pull that out a bit. Maybe add that there. And lastly, we'll just squish this one down. It's not too bad. It's not too bad. Let me like check that final seam there, but I actually think this looks pretty decent. Yeah, that's good. Cool. Cool, cool. Alright, as for the trim, I'm going to use this material here, which is Cov Metal Dull Strip A. if I take a look here, this is what the actual texture sheet looks like. It's a pretty simple trim sheet. I'm going to go ahead and let's do this. Good enough, I guess. We'll go ahead and gridify it. And we get to take our pick, essentially, of which trim we want here, because there's a lot of them. I'm pretty partial to this one. I think this one looks really cool. So I think I'm going to do this. Basically, just going to put that there. Turn off the little bits there. We're just gonna go section by section until I feel like it's reasonably well connected and good looking. Okay, getting to this little awkward point here at the end where the textures get kind of wonky. Okay, I would say our trim here looks pretty good. We kind of got the proportions relatively correct. Looking nice. The last material we would need for this is going to be a roof texture, which I don't want to just reuse this existing roof texture, but frankly the Covenant roof textures are not ideal. So I guess for now I will use its Cove floor tile. No one is doing it. No. How are we doing? How fucking dare you even ask that? You even think we're doing? Unbelievable. Alright, how does this texture look? Main texture for this is Cove floor rubber. Oh, it's actually not bad. Just kind of leaving it wrapped the way that it is. Could definitely be worse. Not in love with it, but it's not terrible. So we can give it a go. I kind of just want to see what it looks like in game, and yeah, it should be kind of sick. Let's give it a go. Okay, I have the exported version. Now we need to go into our Halo Wars base here. This will be not objectives, but... Is it objectives? Huge towers. Halo Wars 1, there it is. And this is going to be factory. Sick. Alright, we're going to do a little before and after here. We're going to see what it looks like. So here is the interior as it stands now. As you can see, just truly a gorgeous specimen to behold. And I'm going to open up our tags folder here so I can yoink all the textures we actually used for this from the vehicle pad. It should be under objectives, vehicle pad medium, and it is Cove floor tile, metal strip dull A, and Cove metal shell purple plate. So we're going to grab those. We're going to now plug these into our Halo Wars folder for our factory and our shaders. And we're just going to see how this looks. Trying to expand his scripts, if you know what I mean. Feature, dude, we're not doing feature creep. I'm telling you, we're locking this mod down, dude. No more feature creep. I'm better than that now. I have ascended above such things. I'm better. I got help. All right, guys. Before, I'm bulk importing in the background. We have our lovely, beautiful before. And now, after. Fuck, it's pitch black, bro. I can't see shit. Where did my light go? Hello? God damn it. The before and after is ruined! Hey! Yeah, not bad. Not perfect, but not bad. It's a lot better than what we had before. Oh, that texture on the roof's kind of, yeah, kind of, not the biggest fan. Certainly better. I think it could be improved a little bit. Maybe having these, like, panels cleaned up a touch. Can't really do too much about the normal map there, but that said, I do need to shrink that part of the UV a little bit. I can't die. Cheats. Deathless. Player 1. Yeah, idiot. Stupid. What, are you stuck? Did you have the mirror on? Yeah. That's why we got both sides. Gotta make a good collision model for this thing, too, but I think if I adjust the colors of this just a touch, it'll be a little nicer. And I think it's actually too purple for the rest of this. The general color is a bit more blue than it is purple. So I'm going to mess with that and touch it up just a little bit. So it should be our shell purple plate. Yeah, I think I'm going to take this purple. I'll save it so we don't lose it. But I think I'm going to slide it over into blue territory a little bit. That's a bit better. That's a bit better. Texture-wise, it's not my best work, but it's passable. It's passable. What do you guys think? It's fine. It's decent. It's not terrible. Did I apply it or just left it? No, I just left it. It gets auto-applied on export, so I don't really have to do too much about it. Decently decent? Yeah, not my best work, but it's passable. Ceiling should have... Oh, that's true. The ceiling should have a light. That's a great point. I could rip one off of the spire. You are so right about that. Spire has some great Halo Reachy lights. I'm gonna go yoink them real quick. Spire base. Spire base. What in the ever-loving fuck? Yeah, so from here, what would be a good light? Ooh, what if I just put this... Oh, that's not part of the light. This light. I can put a couple of these around. Actually, is this whole structure a light? It was kind of crazy. Yeah, I guess it is. Maybe I'll put this thing on it. I could flatten out the ceiling and put this here. It'd be kind of cool. I think I'll do that. Also, what is this material on the roof here? A metal shell strip. Interesting. I think I'll use this light. This thing is... Oh, it's so detailed. Never mind. I don't know if I want this anymore. It would definitely spruce the place up, though. It would make it look a lot nicer. How many verts is that? 3,000 to 4,000 just for this light. Fuck. I'll duplicate it and split it off into its own thing. I'll give it the name. Oh, Drunk Frodo! Thank you for the huge $20 tip. Appreciate it. And first tip of the stream. Thank you so much, man. Really appreciate it. Just smile. Thank you, man. Thank you, thank you. The fuck, that's super generous. Hope you're doing good, Drunk Frodo. I hope you've been real good. I hope you're just like so fucking happy. Yeah, I bet you are. Aren't you? Oh, I'm Drunk Frodo and I'm so happy. Classic Drunk Frodo, living a good life. Fucking classic, man. Get a load of this guy, dude. Okay, I think I'm gonna uncircularize the ceiling. I kind of don't like it. Oh, it kind of fucked a lot of it up, huh? Alright, we'll just do that, and then I'll... a little bit of that. Okay, I guess that's fine. I guess I could have a little bit of a curvature to the ceiling. I kind of don't have much of a choice here anyway, but let's do that. And then for the light, where did I put the light? Here. I think I'll just delete these rear lights here. Yeah, and then now these mounting points on this, I want to keep them, but I'll also have to rotate them. I need to find the exact degree of rotation that this goes to, and then I can rotate them all individually, that amount. Let's do it like that. Seems to be roughly... what is that? 8.26 degrees. Not perfect, but it'll do. And I'm basically just unrotating this, because obviously it was part of a hallway that I grabbed it from that had like an angled ceiling, and this should just make it look a little nicer. And then we'll do... I'll just do this. We go boom. Oops. Boom, I'll put my origin, or my cursor there. Origin to cursor. Nice. What's the factory name for this region? Just default factory. Cool. Now we'll just position this and be done. And as for the ceiling, we're going to unwrap it yet again, but this time we should get some nicer results. Yeah, that should really liven the place up. Use Decimate? Nah, Decimate usually doesn't provide great results. I do use it sometimes, but I try to avoid it if I can. I think that should make it look a lot nicer in here. We'll go ahead with that. Now I just need to grab the materials that this uses. So all of them should be in my Spire folder. Wherever my Spire is, somewhere around here. There it is. So for shaders, we have Cove Metal Gray Strip. It looks like they're all going to be in here. So we're going to start Cove Metal. Cove Metal Shell, Gray Strip A. So there's one. Cove Metal Shell Blue. There's another. Blue Strip A. Blue Strip A Bright. Dull Ground Light. Cove Metal Tech Pylon. And then lastly we have the FX Light Volume. Cool. Alright, that's everything we need for it. Now if we just put this into our shaders folder here, export, we are golden. Now we can get it in the game. Halo Wars 1, factory, model, bulk import. Take a little longer this time. Oh, much better. Look at that. Much, much better. The textures of the wall still kind of suck, but that really livened the whole thing up, man. That's really good. What is that thing I could put on the wall for decorations that might spruce up the interior a bit more? Oh, I really should have put a trim there. I didn't even think about it until now, but that would have been great to have. That's nice, though. That's nice. I'm going to quickly mess with the materials on the wall back here and just see if I can get any slightly better results. I'm gonna be honest, it doesn't really seem to be doing me any favors. I don't think I'll mess with that. What I will try, though, messing with this one just a touch. Nah. It's fine. Looks decently good in here. Anyway, I would say this is fine. I could make it look a little better, admittedly, but as far as actually decorating an interior goes, that's not too bad. I think the final thing I'll do is just make that shell material on the inside walls just the teensiest bit less reflective and darker to imply like a sort of interior. Because it's a bit too outdoorsy shiny, in my opinion. I'll turn both the specular and the diffuse down in half. Too dark. That helps. Not my best work, but it's passable. The Covenant Goon Chamber in there is complete. That leaves this thing right here, which is in a very similar sorry state, unfortunately. But I don't think will be particularly hard. Definitely a bit more complicated than the very basic curvy room I just added in here and slapped a little Covenant thingy on, but I don't think it'll be too bad. I'm pretty pleased with this. I'm gonna do a collision model for this thing too. I actually never went about doing that. I'm gonna do a physics model for this one too. I have, I believe, I think I started on a physics model, but I don't have it in game. But in any case, this one should be relatively simple to pull off. I'm gonna basically just reuse the geometry for the walls here and retexture them. And then I'll just rebuild the back textures for these little Covenant-y bits right there. I don't even think I need to remodel anything. I do think this is all... Well, I'll move it a little, I guess. But other than that, it's pretty fine. Sick. I like how closed in it feels now. It's good. It's good. Alright, here is the hall. I know I did attempt some level of cleanup on this. So that was just to fix some little errors here and there. I don't think it's too bad. So geometry-wise, again, it's pretty much fine. I'm just going to cut out the interior walls. Of course, I'm going to be reusing them, but I will cut them out. So we're going to separate that out. We're going to do a little merge by distance here to clean that up a bit. Not too shabby. And then we're going to use this to have its own lovely and beautiful textures instead of whatever the fuck this gray crap is. Literally looks like concrete, but blurrier and nastier. I guess I'll mirror this too, because I don't feel like doing both sides constantly. That's just terrible. Okay, that should be fine. Well, not quite, I'm afraid. There we go. That's better. Now then, time to get to work. Try to make that area look a little nicer, a little curvier. Same for this one. Pull these outwards a little bit. Not bad, not bad. I think that'll do. So, that was really all the edits I wanted to make to the general shape of it. Now we can go back to just shading it smooth and actually give it some textures. The moment... Oh, it's got a very nice UV map, but I'm going to destroy that UV map. We're going to do nice little UV toolkit, Straighten Island. It'll probably cause a bunch of warping, but I don't give a frick, dude. You think I give a frick? Well, guess what? Frickin' don't, dude. Where's my thingy thing? Oh, I gotta go hunt through like 10 folders. Oh, I found it. False alarm. We're good. Cub vehicle pad. We got it. Bringing with it a bunch of nice reach materials that I can yoink for this thing. Sick. So, for our lovely thing here, we're going to just do the Cub metal shell purple plate for that. Give it another material for a trim that we're probably going to use, which is going to be dull strip A. And I might not even need to use that other Covenant material. We'll see, though. This is going to be for the walls. We do still need to do the back of the other part, but, you know, we'll get there when we get there. I'm probably going to put a trim here. So that way I don't have to worry about that for a minute. And then the rest of these walls can probably be done as Covenant plates. Yeah. Alright, let's try it out. So we're going to start at the bottom of the plate here. Cursor there. Scale from that cursor up until we reach about the top there. Scale it again. It's a little rough. I'll see what I can do about tweaking this to look a little nicer. Okay, once we line these up... kind of satisfying just watching the textures like warp and move ever so subtly and then just like getting these results from them. I'm pleasantly surprised at how it's coming out too. It's not bad. I'm gonna regret this, but I'm gonna try something. Well, I hate it slightly less than I thought I would, but only slightly. I guess it's fine. If those UVs are like super cursed in game, I'm gonna be mad. I feel like they probably will be. You know what? Actually, this is fine the way that it was. All I need to do is just put a nice trim on the top, and then I think it'll be gold. Do tries to quads real quick so I can do this. Okay, cool. We got a little trim there. So we can use this trim, I hope anyway, to make a reasonably nice looking edge to this whole thing. And then in my ideal world, I continue this trim down like this to the bottom. And then this will also be like a separate, different looking trim that should hopefully complete the entire vibe of this. I'll give it a go. It's gonna be kind of hard to do with the way I triangulated it and made some cuts, but you never know. Can I gridify? Sorta. I think I can make it work. Let's apply this to the trim material. Okay, which one this is? Strip, strip a bump. There it is. All right. Said make it a blue glowy bit. Not a bad idea. A little blue glow around the edge would go kind of hard. I'm not sure which one of these might have some glow on them. Maybe like this one. I'm gonna try this one. It's got like some lights on it. Alright. Ooh, it's kind of wonky. I'll see if I can warp these in such a way that they look a little nicer. Needs more hexagons? What do you mean? We have like a bazillion hexagons. Needs more hexagons. Okay, bro. Needs more rhombicosi dodecahedron. You know, I can see a world in which that adds a little bit to it. Okay, this is the tricky part. Because I have the remaining part of the trim here, but the way I cut it is a bit rough. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my cursor here, and I'm going to have to start scaling this entire thing on the x-axis to keep it at the correct ratio. Not too bad. Is there anything I can do to fix this area? Maybe a little bit of that. This area's a little off. Maybe a bit of that. Okay. Kind of sick. The only downside I'm seeing right now is the trim is a little bit off. Like scale-wise, it could be a little nicer, I guess. Okay, lastly, we just need to put some kind of large-scale trim on this thing, and I think it's good. Let's unwrap it. This part right here. I'm going to take a little peek. I'm just going to scroll through here, see if anything... Ooh, wait, that one's not bad. Kind of sick, actually. I see, very well. Yeah, I'm doing riveting content right now. Ooh, wait, that one's kind of sick, actually. Oh, there's a lot of good choices here. Davy Jones, thank you for the 2, man.
Updated Strato Sentinel textures in your DMs.
Oh, baby! Thank you very much. The cogteeth texturing was cool. Yeah, it was kind of nice. Which one? It was, all the way down here somewhere. That one. I might go to that. It kind of looks like a piping, almost. It looks kind of sick. There's some nice big panels. Ooh. I already used that one. One's not bad. I'm going to go back up to the top here, because this one is very, like, brutally and tech-y. I want to use it. I'm going to frickin' use it, dude. That might be the move. It's kind of cool looking. As far as textures go, it's not too bad. Oh, God, what the ever-loving fuck happened to the top of it? Oh, I blew it up. I'm gonna cry, dude. That was not supposed to happen. How far back did that happen? Oh, very far back. Okay, I'm just gonna redo that then. Oh, wait. No, I just misassigned it. No, what the fuck, man? You don't add my textures glitchy. I'm calm though. I will get around to it, man. Chill. I'm a little focused on the whole ass map, not HD textures on vehicles as a completely optional bonus. I appreciate all the effort you put in. It looks fucking phenomenal, and I'm excited to try it, but I gotta keep my priorities in line here. Not ideal, but I'm just gonna try it out, see how it looks. If you don't throw it doggy while singing the main theme of Halo while storing a bag of Dorito dust, I'm gonna crash out. Ugh, fuck, man. Now I gotta do all that shit. Fuck. Alright, let's try it out in-game, kind of see how this looks. Obviously, we still gotta do the doors and things for this particular building, but... it do be what it is, and it be how it do when it is. When it do be time. That is it. Alright, let's see what we got here. We're not doing factory, we're now doing barracks. Let's give it a go. Oh! It's perfect. Well, it's not the best thing I've ever done, but it's an improvement, at the very least. This trim UV is definitely gonna need a little bit of love. And the glow on that trim as well is atrociously weak. It's something. Not bad. So these obviously don't look very good. I'm gonna put like trim and stuff on the bottom and some plates on the back. It's not terrible, but it could be a hell of a lot better. Bro. Or just flew through my barracks. I would say this already looks a lot nicer than the last one. I'll think over how I want to do it. I'm going to go AFK real quick. I'm going to go grab some water, a little snack, stand up and stretch my legs. Because, ooh, yesterday was leg day, and honestly... these things are like fucking burning steel rods right now. Factory looks good? That it does. Feature creep? No feature creep! I swear! We're actually finishing it. I know, hard to believe, but it's true. Alright, I'm gonna go stand up for just a couple of minutes. I'll leave this lovely, beautiful chair with you guys for just a handful of minutes. I'll be right back. I hope you guys enjoyed the chair content. I did that just for you. Add the chair to the map, dude. The chair already on the map. It's right there, man. It's right there. Oh shit, Davy Jones sent me the updated Strato Sentinel textures. I gotta do that too. I really want to see what that looks like. Man, how chunky these trims are. I know it's because I'm using a really low poly model, because obviously it's a Halo Wars model, but damn. Damn. I don't love it. I also don't really have a choice because it's a low poly model and I'm not going to re-topologize the whole thing, but damn. It's at least an improvement. It's a clear improvement, and I'll take an improvement any day. As far as these doors go, should actually be pretty easy to make these look good. All I really am going to do is retexture the backs of them. Retexturing the backs of them should be fine. Kind of want to redo those sides of them too, because they're just kind of generic Covenant panels along the sides, but they do technically like have textures. I think I'll just do the backs for now. If I do the backs, it should be fine. I think I'm just going to inset a little trim onto it and then just do it that way. Just a little trim plus some kind of generic, probably not a purple panel on the back. Maybe like that Covenant flooring texture might be kind of cool. I'll give it a try. We'll start with door 1. I swear, is door old on here? Okay, that's why it's been weird. I'm gonna delete that. Save this to a new file. I think I've accidentally been importing 2 doors this entire time. You can kind of see it. They're like clipping through each other. It's weird. But that's fixed now. Alright, so let me at least try out this idea. Basically, the idea goes like this. I take this door part. I'm gonna... Oh, it's kind of already separated off, but we'll do door 01 back for this. And then I'm just going to apply... We'll get rid of the material, and then we'll do a... Where is it? I know it's called... Tech Circuits. What's Pylon Bell look like, actually? I'm kind of curious. Oh god, I accidentally ripped off a piece of the outside. Oops. Try that again. Do a little unwrap. Oh god, no, I lied. We're gonna merge first. Merge it all down together. Clear off all that ugly geometry data that got warped. And then we unwrap. We'll rotate it like 180 degrees so that I feel happy about it. Scale it like 16 times. Maybe like 8 times. And then what I want to do is extrude and scale it down to create a relatively even trim. We'll do an invert, and then we're going to throw the trim onto here, which is the strip material. Like that. Do a little unwrap. Oh dear God. What have I done? Undo, undo, undo. I swear there's a really easy way to do this, and I'm just totally forgetting how it works. Okay, I think that's good. That goes there. Apply that trim. Okay, sick. I got it. I got it. We're so fine. To make any original Halo vehicle, what would it be or look like without covering from other vehicles? I would want to do like a human equivalent to the Scarab. I think that would go. I think that'd be sick. Okay, I do need to mark some seams here. And then I'm gonna gridify. The downside is that I'm gonna actually have to like manually work on setting these correctly, but it's probably worth it because it ends up giving me the best results. So let's do it. We're gonna do strip, covenant strip A, metal A, and then I'll rotate all these 90, and then we're gonna decide which metal strip we want to use here. I think these two are identical. I lied, they're not. They should be, though. They definitely should be. Cursor there. There we go. Their scaling was just like ever so slightly off. Let's see, what kind of trim would look good here? Ooh, this one's kind of cool. I haven't used this one before. I kind of like how it looks. It's got this kind of girdery look to it. Ooh, yeah. I'm liking this. Let's see if we can make this look nice. So like right there-ish. Put our cursor there. Let's move and scale this until both sides match. What does it look like on the other side? Okay, it's just more. Alright, let's try this out. I like the scale it's at now. I think it's pretty good. It goes to roughly halfway down the trim. Let's do this at... Well, actually, since these are all different sizes, I won't do that. But this is good. This is a good start. Okay, I think we're doing pretty good here. Gonna match these up real fast. And then... Perfect. Alright, I actually really like that. I think that looks great. I would love to reuse this if I can on the other doors, but I'm not sure if they're all actually modeled the exact same. The only downside is the Covenant floor tile looks kind of eh. I want to throw it in game and see how I feel about it. Because if it looks good, I'll use this exact same texture on everything else. I gotta get the floor texture as well really quickly, which is going to be under the other one over here. Antenna column large, no. I want vehicle pad, and I want that. Alright, let's take our export, throw it into here. Okay, let's give it a go. That is a massive improvement. Holy fuck, it's actually crazy how much better that looks already. My god. It almost makes the rest of this not look like shit. That's crazy. Okay. Okay, sick. Okay, I'm gonna see if I can, rotate this onto here. I genuinely have no clue if these are at the same scale or not, so this is gonna be interesting. Oh, it actually works really good. Oh, that's fantastic. That means I don't have to make this multiple times. I can just copy and paste it. That feels fucking good. Alright, let's get rid of all this. Default door 2, and then door 2. Okay, and then lastly we'll do door 3 here, so we'll duplicate that, call it door 3 back. Set this to default door 3. Remove it from there, assign it to there. And then we just kind of place it in. I might be scaled a little bit too small. Closer, almost. Dude, this thing is so close to being perfect. Just needs like the tiniest of adjustments. Perfect is a very relative term here, for the record. I think it's too small by just a touch. Oh, it's flawless. Beautiful! Hide that, get rid of this crap underneath. Into the game it goes. Fucking night and day. Not the best looking thing ever, but it is so much nicer. Holy shit, man. I think maybe the interior should be metal rather than purple plates. Sort of covenanty metal texture might actually be the move here. Let me see if there's anything like that. So we have like these, which look pretty good. What about in here? Is it all? No, it's all just kind of purple plates on the interior. There are metal trims and pillars and things. I like the exposed covenanty bits underneath. It'd be kind of nice to have that. But I can't really complain. Compared to the ugly, literally default Halo Wars interior this used to have, this is definitely an improvement. I would, if I wanted to and cared enough, I would definitely change way more about this. But I do think oh, feels good. Feels good to have that out of the way. Definitely could polish it a bit more, but fuck it, man. It's good enough. Me poisonally, I can't complain. POV me with exams yesterday. No, this is good. This is good. Probably should have made the trim a little bigger, but I'm not going to change it. Fuck it. Ah, that is such a relief to have it done. Oh, low-key, I should add like a light in here as well. Fuck. Wait, when this goes all the way up, does this... Wait, this kind of stays here. Maybe I can put a light on the back of this door right here. That could be cool.
Blue team is now at power level 2.
I might try that. Maybe I could put lights on the back of all of the doors. Wait, if I put them on the front, do they all kind of... They do! Oh my god, wait, hear me out, bro. What if I put a light on the, like, bottoms here of every single one of the doors? That could go kind of crazy. That could be sick. What about the back wall? I was also thinking the back wall. The only reason I didn't want to necessarily do it is because it's like literally a just full-on wall. Unless there's some wall lights. Do we have wall lights in here anywhere? Ceiling lights. Little ceiling lights. Any wall lights to be found? Just more ceiling lights. I guess this technically counts as a wall light, but it's facing down. Inside, bro. I know, it's not my best work, but I think I would probably want the inside to be metal, or like actually have some really good designs in it, rather than just plates. Because the more, I feel like the plates work okay over here, but inside the barracks one, I definitely feel like the plates don't work that well. They look kind of eh. Use the beam light shape. I think I'm going to. I think I'm going to put like 1 or 2 on each of the little doors here. Probably like 1 on the bottom middle, and then maybe in the back I could have one kind of like poking out of the ground. Barracks just lacks contrast? I agree. To be fair, this really saved this part. I don't know. We'll try it though. We'll try it for sure. We'll see how the lights look, and then I'll probably add in some metal-y bits as well. Let me open up this part here. I have a special save for this. So we'll do the main big light. We'll rip that off, and this will become ZZZ light medium. And then for this one, we'll have it be ripped off, and that'll be ZZZ light small. Okay, sick. And then we're going to go back to the barracks, and I'm going to import these. Okay, so we have both these lights here. Let's do origin to geometry, and then make sure our materials are correct. We got to set these up, so we'll remove unused materials from both of these. So metal tech, pylon bell, and purple strip A. Okay, they're both set now. So my thought was for these little ones here, what I would do is basically strap one to each of the bottoms of the doors here. Like, kind of here, but like rotated and looking down a bit. So when it opens, it would basically just kind of shine the light out, if that makes sense. That said, when this actually opens and animates, this one moves a lot. It has... the bottom third has space for the light, and these two here. Take a look at this when it closes. It goes blah, blah, blah. So I would say like kind of near the floor is where I would want that first light. Like right on the floor. And then I'm going to name this one... I gotta remove it actually, both of these. So this is going to be light, door 01 light. I'm going to apply it to all the same regions. Default door 01. It also needs its vertex group at door 01 so it moves with the door. So that one should be good now. I'll make an identical, okay, not an identical duplicate, but a regular duplicate. I'll put this light kind of up here. And then for the and then of course this one will be on door 2, and then for the last one, try to keep it as close to like the tip of the door as I can. Alright, honestly looks pretty good. Then lastly, let me make sure these are actually parented to the armature here, otherwise they won't import. Then lastly, we'll do light, medium. And I want to put it somewhere on the back wall here. Maybe I could put it like here. Or I was actually thinking maybe on the floor would be kind of cool. And my thought was it'd be kind of cool if it was like over here. Kind of like in the ground in the back. Shining up at everything. I'll see how that looks. If I like it, I like it. If I don't, I don't, you know? And this one is going to be on default. Who's the main barracks? It's default pad, default barracks. We'll do default barracks. And then... yeah, that's pretty much all I wanted to do. Put on default barracks. Have a vertex group, granny root bone. Alright, let's see what it looks like. I think it'll look a lot better set up this way, but, you know, we'll see. Alright, we'll see from around here. It's bulk import. Oh, wait. No, I was supposed to fix the render crap. Totally forgot. Alright, let's try that again. We're gonna go object levels multi, Alpine Sandbox, Forge, Spire, shaders. I'm in the data folder. And then we need, what do we need actually? We need, let's use a big light as an example because it's probably the same as the small one. Cov, metal dole ground light. Then we need Cov metal tech pylon bell. Then we need FX light volume comb and Cov metal shell purple strip A. As for these smaller lights, do they need anything unique? Nope. Actually, this one has clean cool. What is this? Oh, it also has it. Awesome. That was all we needed. Sick. Oh, we're missing a texture. What are we missing? Cov metal shell purple strip A. Didn't I just grab that? Oh, we got blue strip A. Cov metal shell, purple, strip A. Nice. That's pretty cool. It's not like game changing, but let's see. Let's open it up and see what it looks like. Those lights. Ooh. That one is fucked up. We gotta fix that. It. There we go. Not bad. I low-key might angle them down. Just a touch. Let me give that a try. Rotate it like... what angle are they at right now? I would say they're at like a... 20. Let's give it a shot. Rotate Z, rotate Y. -20. Rotate Y. -20. See what we got with that. That's kind of nice. I kind of feel like that light maybe should be like up on the walls here, you know? I think if the light was up here, it would probably be a bit better. Right, that, I don't know, that feels like something else should be there, but if the light was kind of up on the wall there, it might look cooler. Metal cooler. I just realized never added any metallic accents to these bits here. I definitely could have. I know they're supposed to just be kind of this dark black color, but I do low-key feel like they would be nicer if they had a bit of metallicity to them. Technically, no one's ever going to see this all from the inside closed, but I am a little curious to see. Oh, that's kind of cool. It's not bad. We were getting somewhere. I think the wall material is probably the worst part about this. I think if I changed the wall material, it really could pop. Maybe yoinking some pipes could go a long way as well. Any of these structures useful for me? Just taking a peek around here. I feel like some of these could be good. Pillar's a bit angled. Not the most useful piece in the world, but I could get some use out of it. What about up top? Up top we have... Ooh, I do like this material. Oh my god! Detail map is fucked on it. Gotta fix that. I like this material a lot. I would love to have it in a certain place on it. For the beta for this map, not many bugs. Well, I guess it depends on the playtest, but yeah, you know, I'll take it. Some playtests it was like, holy fuck bugs. Others were like, actually pretty good for the most part. Ooh, I like this piece a lot. This is a great piece. Could be kind of sick to just like shove this into the back, like into the back wall. Because the back wall is relatively flat. Could be sick. Alright, I'll take this. I'll call it like ZZZ decal. Not decal, Geo01. Try to put that on the back wall. And I might use this material for the back wall as well. What material is this for the ceiling? Because I like it a lot. That's Cove Metal Dark Tech. Okay, sick. I would really like to have that. Blacklit circuitry? Yeah, my thoughts exactly. And one idea that I'm very interested in is maybe putting like three-dimensional panels up over it. Or like the walls. Let's see. Let's do this. Spire Top BSP4. No, Asset Rip one I just did. So there's this piece here. Dude, where is it? Oh. Okay, anyway, the idea was rotate this 180 degrees, rotate it minus 90 like that, up to the back. I think this will look really good here in the back. Like this, and then I'll take this light and I'll move it, but I think what I want to do for this area here is maybe like inset it a bit. And then apply that material. It was kind of like dark metal tech or something like that. Cove metal dark tech, there we go. I think this is it. Yeah. Try gridifying this and then I'll just mess and warp it around enough that it looks good. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, what's happening? Blender! No! Oh, we're so back. My PC just blew up. Okay, I'm gonna put some trims here and here. I'll apply that. Strip, let's do straighten UVs. Yes, lovely. And then we'll just put this onto the strip texture, and I don't know, it might look good. I'll do something reasonably techy looking here, see what we get. Blending blender and blend to blender. Yeah, listen, I know it's been a lot of blending today, okay, but like, we're making meaningful progress, you know? Could be worse. This is something I've been putting off for a long time, you know? I wasn't necessarily thrilled and looking forward desperately to setting up the interior spaces here, but we're doing it and it's paying off. Okay, now we need to account for this big cut in the wall in our wall panels here, which, frankly, I don't even want these anymore, man. I don't like this cove metal plate. I don't think it looks good. Frank mentioned it. Oh, that's it. It's over. What is this shit? Get out of here, man. What the hell is this? I don't know. At the very least, I'll make a duplicate of this over here. And I'll try to make it feel purposeful. Okay, let's do that. Let's apply a little mirror on it, and then... see how this looks. Still, I already know I'm still not going to love the Covenant plate texture, but I at least want to know what this new little section looks like on it. We need Cove Dark Metal Tech as well. We got to go yoink that real quick. Cove... Metal Dark Tech. That is what you are, right? Yes. Excellent. God damn it, I forgot all the textures for it. Also, what the hell happened to my cool wall texture in the back? That definitely should have appeared there. Metal shell gray strip A and blue strip A. Let's grab those real quick. Cove metal shell blue strip A. Cove metal shell gray strip A. And for real, like, where did my cool metally bits go? It's like I just didn't even import that. Okay, I don't know, but we're going to do it again and see what happens. Oh, I see what happened. No, it's ugly. Starting to look a little better in here, though. So it got shaded very heavily here. Presumably because, yeah, it doesn't have the right region. Defaults, barracks. Try again. Nice. Yeah, it's already looking way cooler in here. Why is the import scene so much worse than the Blender scene? Blender looks cool because it's all gray and it kind of has this like matching look to it. Here, I think the purples are just throwing it off. This is what I was talking about earlier. I really don't feel like there's much of a place for these purple panels inside here. I think if it was all kind of... Oh, also these textures are a bit stretched. Let me fix that. I don't like how that looks. That should be a little better there. And then try to make the panels gray. I think I might just not make them panels and instead look for another material. Because I'm pretty sure there are gray panels here somewhere. Isn't that it? Are you gray panels? Because these are like, to me, if these aren't purple or blue, it's just not right. I want to see if there's any other metals that I could theoretically grab. Got glass and windows, which are nice, with these metal trims and metal floors. The Covenant Reach stuff tend to generally just be gray metal accents and floors, and everything else is purple. Why the light on the underside of the door? No one is going to get trapped inside and see the backside. Oh, it's just so that my ears when you walk in. So now you've kind of got like ceiling lights. I mean, honestly, as it is, it's not super offensive. Just the texture itself is kind of mid. It's already looking a lot better, so that's nice. Better than this. Actually, this one just doesn't even need much. It just kind of has aura, man. It's a big Covenant room. That one's fine. I think if I just do this and it's not even that bad. The longer I look at it, I think I might just be overthinking it. It definitely could be better, but I don't even know what I'd replace it with, man. Let's see, let me just, let me run a little UV unwrap on it again. We'll do the bottom of it as the... Actually, what if I didn't do the bottom but the top? Because you can't even see the bottom. Big brain? Honestly, I do like it a lot more with the curvature following the top. That looks way fucking better. Let me see how this looks in game. I might actually like the purple panels now. I should have done this from the start. This looks pretty fantastic. Oh. Definitely not perfect, but better. Probably have like a something here to just stop this awkward part, but as far as the rest of it goes, that is substantially better. If I just ignore the back part. Just gotta do something with this little corner. What even is this corner? Oh, I see. What if I just do like that and then... Should have probably done this from the beginning. Okay. I think I just need to redo this little trim here and then chillin'. This might look a lot better. Whew. I'm not gonna lie, I'm glad I sat down to do this today, but I was kind of dreading doing this for the longest time, because this is not peak stream content. But getting it done is getting it done. No doubts about that. I think I can do to make these look a little bit less terrible. That does help. Yeah, whatever. Last thing is just fixing up this triangle, I think. Plate. So that goes to the top. I think I just need to do that, right? Yeah, it might look a little funky. bro is drooping. This thing had a fucking stroke, bro. Why does it have to be so low poly? It's killing me! Whatever. Let's put it in the game. It can't be worse than what we have now. There's no way it's worse than what we have now. That's actually just impossible. Arguably worse. Thank you for the 2, Adam. Appreciate it, man. Thank you so much.
I know the feeling. I'm sitting on about 20 completed Left 4 Dead 2 weapon script or sound mods purely because I don't enjoy making the videos and thumbnails, even though it's not hard, just tedious and boring, and I don't want to do it long.
That's valid. I feel that. I fucking feel that. Tedious and boring shit like that is so demotivating. I've been lately just trying to do it. Just close my eyes, don't think about it, just go, go, go. Okay, this is better. This is actually better. I low-key kind of just might make that a straight line instead. I think if I just remove the funky shape it has and then just go for it, it should be nice. Let's do this. Nah, you know what? I'll manually fix the UVs. Fuck it. Fuck it. Do that. It's far from ideal. We probably still have weird shading, but I would argue it's better. Now I just gotta fix this part here. Let's see. I think we're pretty much at the point where I'm happy with this. It's, again, far from my best work, but I'm not trying to do my best work. I'm trying to just get work done. Oh, the shading's even worse now. That's brutal. It does look cool inside, though. I like it. The UVs are fucked on that, though. That does not look great. Hide that. Now, what's going on here, man? Oh, there's no winning here. This should be so easy. You know what? Could be worse. Let's try one more thing. Straighten Island. Nah, we'll just do this. That's fine by me. Ooh, wait, actually, just do this. Because it's going to be hidden in the back right now. We'll just do it this way. Okay, we might be done. We might be done. You purposely rebuild the geo? I should. I won't, though, because this mod needs a lot more love before it's done, and I don't want to spend all my time on slow, tedious rebuilds of stuff. But generally, I agree with you. Okay, that's pretty good. That's atrocious. I really ought to do something proper about this. I want to just be done with this, but also I can't. I can't fucking leave this the way that it is. What do I even do about this? This triangle is just ruining everything. Maybe if it was a quad, I wouldn't be crying and pissing myself right now. Okay. Now I can finally see and try at least to understand what the hell I'm looking at here. Is the day saved? I genuinely can't tell. Sorta. I guess it's just warping because there's a triangulation there. I think this is better. Let's take a look. This should prevent, like, massive warping. I think I at least solved that half of it. All that matters is how that UV renders in-game. Oh, hardly perfect, but much better. Maybe I should just add some extra geometry in there. Definitely a substantial improvement, though. want to be done with this thing. Are we done? Oh, we're so back. It's still not perfect. That's the best it's looked. That is by far the best it's looked. Oh my god, I just had a fucking epiphany of how much of an idiot I am. I don't know what. I'm like tripping balls for not realizing this. God damn it. Oh. Half the reason it probably looked like shit was because I was on Shade Smooth, which was forcing all the edges over onto each other, making their shading all weird. I bet this will look like 10 times better. Oh my god, it's flawless now. What is wrong with me? Okay, well. Such is life, I guess. We're so back. Calm down. Yeah, that's fine. That's literally fine. Yeah, as far as the interior goes, is good. Now that the panel lines actually, you know, reasonably follow the curvature, feels a lot more natural. We've got this back area here with a little Covenant gizmo, some lights. I might move the lights, but yeah, this is good. This is good. Could I do better? Yes. Will I do better? No. I don't think I will. I think that's pretty cool. This one still just looks good. This one's way simpler, but like, I just like it. It looks nice. Wow, looks like it was made by a bald person. Alright, well, on that note, I'm gonna take a break really quickly. I'm gonna go stand up and stretch my legs since we've been sitting here for like an hour. I'll be right back. Bottom edge of the doors? Yeah. You're right. I'm gonna do the bottom edge of the doors. The sides I'll keep the same, but I'll do only the bottom edges. Right back.
Hey chat spam, Miss Dono on Strake gets back, but for real I wanna know if he'll get to the Strata Sentinel tonight. No rush, just curious, am I right, Tololkst?
Hi, Mush. Struggling to get in my lap. Dude, Mush came. He's here. Look at him. Being all cute. Mush, Mush! My boy! My boy! Oh, look at that little face. Look at that little face, that Mush. So handsome. You're so handsome. We're going crazy right now. Hi, Mush. Okay, yeah, interior good. Yeah, definitely gotta do the bottoms of the doors. Like, sides of the doors, you can make an argument that they're fine. Bottoms of the doors, though, not so much. Because on the, yeah, bottoms of the doors, though. We'll do that, and then Miss Dono. Oh, Davy Jones, thank you for the 2. Hey, chat spam. Miss Dono once straight gets back for really. I want to know if he'll use a stone Strato Sentinel tonight. No rush. I'm curious. Yeah, let me do these bottoms of the doors really quick, and then I'll do the Strato Sentinel. I'm down. That sounds sick. Oh, let me move this real quick, though. What is she trying to get out? Move this light. Rotate it just a little bit. Do a little bit of that. Touch to the side. But it looks kind of good. Maybe even down a little. You trying to escape, Mush? No. You're trapped here forever, my child. Let's do it on door 3 first, since it's already like way up here. And I think I'll just apply a trim to it. We'll do this. Add a new material to the door. It's not called trim. I forget what it's called. Oh, strip. Dull strip A. Assign. And you know, I'm actually going to do it to all the doors at the same time, and then just do all their UVs at the same time. Because they should actually all be identical on their UVs. Keyword should. I don't know. Halo Wars assets, sometimes they throw me off. Mush! He's hungry. He wants me to go feed him. You know what? Mush, I'll feed you in a second, buddy. I have to get up again and go feed the little boy. Alright, so we'll look at this one for reference while we're actually working on this. But yeah, there we go. All of them have identical visuals here. So I will... I think I gotta manually straighten them out. Because they all have some trickery going on. Mush, why are you screaming, man? I'll feed you in a second. You just gotta be patient, dude. Just want to finish up this little thing, man. Alright, what would be a good one for the bottom? It's gotta be something kind of bulky and cool looking. That one's not bad. It's kind of heavy duty. Maybe this one. This is kind of cool. Let's try it. You're still here, Mush. I'm observing you. Yeah, let's do this. G, X, G, X, G, X, G, X. Wish if you have just the tiniest amount of patience, man. Why can't cats speak English, dude? That's pretty cool looking. Alright, let's see how that looks in game. He's screaming. He wants wet food. He's so spoiled, man. He's like, it's the time of day. Actually, it's like an hour past. No wonder he's upset. It's like, dinner's late. Oh. Alright, let's see how it looks in action now. Honestly, good, but perhaps a little too bright. I expected it to be kind of dark and match like the black parts here, so I do feel it's a little too bright. Texture-wise, it's not bad, though. Maybe I would flip it around. Make a shiny purple. I mean, I could make a shiny purple version of this strip for sure. I'm gonna try one more thing before Mush tries to eat me. I'm gonna try an actually darker strip material. There was one I really liked. Was it this one? It might be this one. I'll give it a try. Ka-chow. We'll see. We'll see. Oh my god, he's so mad. He really is hungry. Alright, Mush. I promise in 2 seconds, even if this doesn't look good, Mush, I'll go feed you, man. Yeah, I mean, that looks better. It's a little warped. I'll definitely want to fix the warping, but it does look better. Alright, guys, I'm gonna go feed Mush very quickly. I'll leave you with some cozy Covenant Halo CE comm node ambience inside the new area, and I'll be right back. Give me like 5 minutes. I'm gonna go feed the boy. Mush, I'm gonna feed you. Are you excited? You excited, man? I'm gonna feed you, Mush. Alright, I'll be right back. Alright, the mush has been fed. He is happy. Dislike the stream to keep the club exclusive. No! Like the stream. Get more people in here. Hello? I think we're done with this. Surely we're done. Yeah, it's about as good as we'll get with this. I was looking at it in Blender a second ago. I think it's nice. It's fine. And I can't influence you that hard. Just super chat or tip, then I have to read it, and then I really think deeply on it. Ooh, it's getting there. Okay, the last things we need to do before, I would say, the next play test is going to be sorting out the spire falling. I'll do this off stream so I won't bore you guys, but I'm going to set the last vehicle spawners up here because I think this one and the Warthog over here are not set up because the scripts overload because they hit the limit. And then on top of that, we just need some kind of visual so that you know when you're capturing the teleporter. Pretty sure once we do that, we'll be good. And I think it might also make it so the receiver node is team colored based on what team has captured it as well. But that's pretty easy to do. So yeah, should make the teleporter capturing already works. We're just gonna make sure it like works good. Turn it colorful. Yeah, it's gonna have to be team colored. Not the actual like glowy teleportery bit. I'll probably keep that blue, but I think I'll make like some part of it clearly team colored, so that way when you come over here and you see the receiver node, you know which team has captured it. So that basically just like a polish pass and a visual pass on the teleporter system. These guys are done now, basically. Yeah, I don't really have any huge desire to keep working on them. They look fine. So these guys are done. So yeah, we're gonna work on the animation for this so that it stops crushing these guys. Maybe move these guys around a little bit so they don't get crushed as much. Just kind of solving that whole problem. I'll do this bit off stream. We'll probably, I'd like to do this off stream, but I'll probably do the teleporter system on stream, to be honest. We'll definitely do the badass animations and changes and stuff on stream, probably tomorrow. Once all of that is said and done, it's basically make the geometry look good so stuff is not floating. And I'm going to be relighting the map a shit ton. Tons of map relighting. Because I want it to look really good. Right now the shadows are so bright that you can barely even tell that it's a shadow unless you like zoom in on it. I want the map to have more contrast and more lighting. So I think that's how we're going to roll it. When tomorrow? 6 p.m. Wait, what's tomorrow? Tomorrow... I lied, there won't be a stream tomorrow. I'm going out tomorrow, and I'll be gone the entire evening, so there won't be a stream. On Sunday, though, when we come back, we'll be doing all of that. So, that'll be fun. In any case, guys, I'm going to hop out for the night. I hope you enjoyed the stream today. It was kind of fun. I wasn't really personally looking forward to doing these interiors, but it ended up being a little bit more fun than I thought. Again, it's not my best work, but it's enough. It's enough. Do I have to recompile the map every time you change lighting? It's like a multi-hour process to light the map. It's terrible. That's kind of why I can't do it on stream at all. It's fine, though. I'll bring it back on Sunday. Oh, wait, before I go. Davy Jones. Davy Jones is waiting. I almost forgot for his Strato Sentinel. Let me see. He must have... Yeah, he DM'd me the textures. Strato updated. Ooh. File is too large. Oh! Okay, we gotta see the new updated Strato Sentinel, dude. You see my suggestion earlier about reusing the Snowbound interior? I can't really reuse a Snowbound interior. It's so hyper-specific to the Snowbound base that just fully reusing it is nearly impossible. I would have to, like, just take its textures and remodel it all myself and just kind of apply them to it. Just slapping it on there would just never work. It's a completely different model. It would be sick, don't get me wrong. I would actually love that, but it's just... reasonably speaking, a way bigger logistical challenge than just like quickly being like, oh, okay. Okay, let's see. Strato updated. Ooh. All right, let me poke around. We're gonna get these new Strato textures in real quick. Let's go data, objects, characters, Sentinel, Strato. Fuck! Okay. I don't know if Davy Jones is still there, but I'm gonna do it on Sunday, because I just realized I have to convert all these to the Halo format of, like, diffuse plus specular. And I know last time when I was doing the specular, it was basically an inverted roughness plus a bunch of adjustments. And I'm about to head off right now, so I'm gonna... Ultimate Forge game night when? Not this weekend. I'm gonna be too busy this weekend, and I want to get a bunch of work on Permafrost on this weekend. But I'll be back Sunday at 6. Are you inverted the roughness maps, though? They're just drag and drop. They are not drag and drop, but I'll try to... I'll make it work. Let's see. Boom, boom. If I want these stratos working... Data... Objects, characters, Sentinel Strato bitmaps. Okay, so then we have oh, it has emissive now. Did it have emissive before? I don't think I had emissive textures for it. Strato 2 head. Strato 2 head, specular. Sorry, I'm renaming all the textures right now. Strato 2 leg. Roughness is going to be Strato 2 leg, specular. And lastly, oh, Strato. Oh, looks like the legs don't have any emission, right? They're all just black, just auto-generated. Okay, perfect. Head should have an emissivity, right? Strato 2 head emiss. What is it? Yeah, emiss. And then we're gonna get the torso of the Strato. Strato 2 torso. Strato 2 torso specular. And then we gotta get the normals, so Strato 2 torso Z bump. Strato 2 head Z bump. And then lastly, Strato 2 leg Z bump. Okay. Okay. I have them all in technically. Let me organize these really quickly. So what we're going to do is, in order to make this work, this is the... Ooh, damn, it's got like some Halo 2 vibe to it. Look at those. Ooh, those look good. Is this 2K or is this 4K, right? Okay, well, fuck it. 4K textures, we ball. What do I have for the regular Strato? I have it at image... size. It's also 4K. Okay, fuck it. Alright, I'm excited to try this out. We'll do Strato 2. First of all, we gotta do layer, mask from transparency, and then delete that so it gets fully opaque. Then we're gonna bring the specular texture in, which we can delete and apply into the alpha channel so Halo reads it right. Overwrite the original Strato 2 head. Oh, they're all PNGs. I didn't even realize. Okay, then after Strato 2 head, we're gonna do the head Z bump as a TIFF, and the emissive map we're also gonna do as a TIFF. Okay, close that. Next, we're gonna do the leg. There we go, layer, mask from transparency, which then we will delete. And we're gonna do Strato 2 leg specular. Copy that into our alpha channel. Save this to Strato 2 leg TIFF. Okay, that's good now. We'll do Strato 2 leg Z bump and just export that into the right format. And then now we move on to the torso, which is the last texture. Looks like this one doesn't even have transparency, so we're good on that. Now we can just grab the torso specular, throw it into our alpha channel, save that. And then the last thing we should need is the torso Z bump as a TIFF file. And with that, we should be good to go. I just gotta delete all the PNGs from here. PNG, 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 PNG. Okay. Let's import it. Tool, bitmaps, objects, characters, Stratos. Oh wait, Sentinel Strato. Let me keep you? No, you're fine. I want to see this. I was like, minor, easy work, It's fine, though. I want to see what this looks like. Okay, so we got to do a before and after, though. We got to do before and after. So for that, let me spawn in the Strato Sentinel. God damn, bro's big. Okay, we got him in his funky little pose here. Does not operate automatically. Does not close automatically. Hello? Okay. Okay, we're gonna have a close-up like this, because the map is so foggy, it's kind of hard to see him. But we can see him here. Looking clean, looking good. Actually, wait, if I go up higher... Can I see him better? We'll just stay here. We'll take a look at him here. Are you able to fit in setting up some of my bitmaps as well before you go? They're already imported. That I will do on Sunday because that's going to be a whole thing. But we'll do this for today. Because I do have to hop out of here. I got to go do some stuff. But I definitely want to see this because it's going to look clean as hell. It's going to give some like Halo 2 vibes to the entire thing. Alright, Strato Sentinel shader. So we're going to do head. Where even is the heady miss? It is in here. Okay, well anyway, Strato 2 heady miss. That does import, right? Oh, it's supposed to be Illum. Well, whatever. Re-import, give it the right format. Not that it really matters, but... Anyway. We'll do Strato 2 head bump. Strato 2 head. I'm not going to save yet. We're going to do all of these edited. So now we'll do Strato 2 leg. Leg Z bump. I don't think the Strato leg has any emission, right? No, it doesn't. It's all black. Then we'll do Strato torso. Strato 2 torso. And Strato torso Z bump. Alright. So here's in-game right now with old materials. I'm saving. And here is version 2, the grungy, kind of weathered version of the Strato Sentinel. Ooh. Oh, look at those details. God damn. You need like Halo 2 vibes. Oh, look how nice these little vents are. Oh, wait, you know what? Do I have a detail map on it? Okay, no, I think it's good. I feel like I fucked up one of the bump maps on accident on the head. Yep, I put the wrong bump map on the head. Oops! My bad. Hold on, hold on. Hang think I copied. No, wait, I did it right. Yeah, I did do it right. Okay, that was a close call. Okay, I was worried there for a second. God damn. Oh wait, does he have the engine glow? It's real. The last one didn't have this. I wished it did. It's such a subtle thing that you can only see from like directly behind it, but oh, phenomenal. Oh, there we go. And the light volumes now. The Strato Sentinel's so big it makes 4K bitmaps look blurry. Yeah, but if you're at like a reasonable scale, it's like crystal clear, ultra crisp, beautiful, and delicious. I love it. Look at that, dude. The detail is crazy. Yeah, this looks way better. The actual model is 42 4K UDIMs. Oh my god! Yeah, I can believe it. The fact that you managed to compress this down is insane. But god damn. Look at that, dude. Oh, I like how you have like the little infinite type shapes on it too. It's really subtle, but it looks good. I want to see this on like huge grass. Oh, let me load it up on huge grass so we can actually see it real fast. Because it's just so hard to appreciate it when the fog is blinding me. Blinding, dense white fog is like the worst place to appreciate that. Oh, let's just open up huge, not huge grass, Ultimate Forge. It's a really nice blend of all Forerunner aesthetics, honestly. Yeah, it is. It looks so good. I know a lot of people have been complaining about Campaign Evolved being like too shiny. I feel like this is like the perfect Forerunner aesthetic right here. Gym tonight? Yerp. Yo. It's abs and shoulders today. Yesterday was leg day and my legs have been absolutely killing me. I'm seeing minor gains. I've actually lost weight instead of gaining weight. I think I've lost like 10 pounds since I started going to the gym. I'll become a skinny king. Or be what do they call it? When you're muscular but skinny. Oh, there's a word for it. Bro, my wife is in the room. Don't do that. Can't help it. Bro's evolving from a stick bug. Yeah. True. Let's spawn in the Strato Sentinel and some classic Halo atmosphere. Classic Halo vibes. Oh, the Halo ring. God damn, look at the detail. Holy fuck, it looks insane. Holy shit. We're gonna put it at the front facing the sun direction. My god, dude. Okay, let's just let it play out. Let the random snow effects occur. Dude, it looks so scary. Oh my god, it looks so sick now. Holy fuck. Give it AI? I could eventually. It would just be a lot of work. Right now it's just a single animated thing. Giving this thing AI honestly would suck because it's so big there would be like no point to it. It looks so good. My god. That's so sick, dude. Holy fuck. I didn't even notice there's like these jets and events down here too. I gotta watch that again. Thank you for the tune on day.
I wanna fight it.
You can. If you mod it. Thank you for the 5
Could you give the
ODSC.
debris that falls from hit a color map to match the default terrain color of the map?
No, not on a per map basis. I would basically just have to have different versions of it, like a dirt version, a sand version, a snow version. I could swap them out myself in the way you're saying, but it's not an automatic process. I have to go in and swap out like the snow drift for a sand drift or a dirt drift, you know, that kind of thing, recolor the particles. But if I was going to use this same effect and everything on a different map, I would be more than happy to switch up the materials to make all of this like brown and dirt rather than snow. Halo is really good in the way that it has like a bunch of these materials and things for like every biome. So, definitely doable. That's so sick, dude. The fidelity is way too high for Halo 3. It looks so good. Whose eyes follow players? Not directly, but I do have it animated to like look around where it's going. It'd be sick if its eyes acted like spotlights. I wish I could do it to where it acts like that for players specifically, but its eyes do act as spotlights. It doesn't show up well here because the ground is so flat, but it actually, on huge grass, or not huge grass, permafrost, it actually does look around. Wait, maybe the reason it overloads is because I have too many particles. But yeah, it actually like lights up the map a crazy amount. Yeah, I don't think it'll show up here though, because it's flying so high into the air. But in the actual game, you'll notice it'll like look at a base and it'll just like glow the hell out of the entire half of the map, because its eyes are just these enormous spotlights. Dude, this looks so sick. Oh. Fucking dope! There, you can see the spotlight in action. Well, that's the coolest fucking thing I've ever seen in my life. I'm gonna go now. Thank you to Davey Jones for fucking remaking those textures, making them look incredible. God damn, they were already so good before. Now they're like chef's kiss. All right, I'm out of here, guys. I hope you enjoyed the stream. I won't be live tomorrow, but I'll be live Sunday at 6 p.m. So I hope to see you guys there. Thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate it. It's no problem, Davey Jones. You put in a hell of work just to... I appreciate you. But have a good one, guys. I'll see you on Sunday. We'll do more Permafrost. Maybe even a playtest. Maybe even a playtest. Anyway, I'll see you guys then. Have a wonderful rest of your night, guys. Bye-bye! Bye!